Today I'm back for day 5 of my Book of Psalms Bible study, and I'm on Psalms 5 today. And Psalms 5 says, "O Lord, hear me as I pray. Pay attention to my groaning. Listen to my cry for help, my King and my God. For I pray to no one but you. Listen to my voice in the morning, Lord. Each morning I bring my request to you and wait expectantly. O God, you take no pleasure in wickedness. You cannot tolerate the sins of the wicked. Therefore the proud may not stand in your presence. For you hate all who do evil. You will destroy those who tell lies. The Lord detests murderers and deceivers. Because of your unfailing love, I can enter your house. I will worship at your temple with deepest awe. Lead me in the right path, O Lord. All my enemies will conquer me. Make your way plain for me to follow. My enemies cannot speak a truthful word. Their deepest desire is to destroy others. Their talk is foul, like the stench from an open grave. Their tongues are filled with flattery. O God, declare them guilty. Let them be caught in their own traps. Drive them away because of their many sins, for they have rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them sing joyful praises forever. Spread your protection over them, that all who love your name may be filled with joy. For you bless the godly, O Lord. You surround them with your shield of love." So today, reading Psalms 5, to be honest, it was really quite hard for me to sit with it. It was very hard for me to understand. Especially verse 10, it talks about, "Oh God, declare them guilty. Let them be caught in their own traps. Drive them away because of their many sins, for they have rebelled against you." It just made me feel like, oh, are we allowed to pray like that? It sounds like a curse that David's making onto his enemies. And I feel like part of me just couldn't sit with it. I was really wrestling with this whole Psalms today. And I think the reason is because I felt like Book of Psalms is a book of prayer. It's a book of like how David prayed, because he's also one of the men of faith, that was written in the Bible. So to me, it's like David is like a role model. David is like a person that is so perfect. He prayed even his lowest time. But I think after I read this today, I realized that that is not true, that David is not perfect. David is equally fallen as we are, and he has the same issues that we have. And if you have read the story of David, you know what he go through as well, with lust and everything. He has so many wives, and he cheated on his wife as well. So, but yet again, God still called him a man of faith, and that's because it's not about what he did or how he started the journey, but it's how he ended his journey, that he still ended the journey believing in God. And I think that is what I really took away from today's Bible study. Reading this, it shows us how human we are, and how we can come to God just as we are. And even when we have very strong emotions, that we really sometimes just wish that our enemies just don't survive, don't make it. And that's okay as well, because God can handle it. And sometimes it's even better for us to vent out these emotions rather than keep it inside. When you vent out these emotions, it is healthier, because that's you regulating your emotions rather than you keeping it in. And I think end of the day, the most important thing we need to know is that in this Psalms, how it ended was that end of the day, after David pouring out all his emotions, all his anger, frustration, and everything, I think end of the day he still ended it back to leaning back onto God, depending onto God, and also praying that as we depend onto God, as we rely on God, and as he wait on God to give him the justice, to give him whatever that he needs, right? He still remember that God is the one that will give us joy. God is the one that will still fill us with joy.